This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
Majorities that are working toward helping them improve the state in life.
So it comes into education, workforce development, making sure safety is a key issue.
We're nearly 2 weeks into the 79th legislative session, and it's becoming a little more clear what lawmakers want to accomplish. Continuing coverage of the 2017 legislature tops Channel 2 News at 5:30. The Assembly and Senate Democrats held a press conference today outlining their blueprint for the future. Good evening, I'm Landon Miller.
And I'm Kristen Remington. Thanks for keeping it here tonight. You know, for the most part, Democrats and Republicans are focusing on many of the same topics, just in different ways. Paul Nelson joins us here in the studio after spending the day in Carson once again. And Paul, what are the main focuses of this session?
Well, a lot of the usual items, Kristen. Both parties are on the same page when it comes to improving education, the economy, and the healthcare system. But as you might expect, their visions of how to achieve those goals are very different.
Many Nevadans still feel that government doesn't work for regular people.
More than 36 Democratic legislators gathered today, outlining what they think the future of Nevada should look like. Their education plan includes a curriculum that prepares students for the workforce and teaches basic financial skills. It would offer public school choice and focus more on student development than testing, and would even offer a sales tax holiday for school supplies.
We're focused on ensuring that everybody in our state has access to a free and appropriate public education.
Republican reforms include increased transparency for education spending and recruitment of teachers. A big focus is funding education savings accounts. The governor is asking for $60 million to fund them.
School choice is part of Nevada's policy. It's in the law. We certainly had some funding mechanisms that needed to be tweaked, and I think that's what we're here to accomplish.
Workforce development is another priority. Part of that is finding ways to improve access to higher education and vocational training. One Republican plan is offering a scholarship for low-income, full-time students, since graduation rates drop substantially among part-time students.
3.5% graduation rate if you take fewer than 12 credits in our community colleges. We shouldn't be focusing our money on such a low return on investment.
Some say economic growth means continuing the policies from last session, while others would like to add things like equal pay for equal work and raise the minimum wage.
The reality is no one wants to work for minimum wage. We want people to be in the working class. We want people to earn a living wage.
We're seeing record high weekly wages, record job growth. Even our starting salaries are at record levels. So I think we want to make sure that we don't put any obstacles to economic development.
And Anderson says raising the minimum wage is one of those obstacles. And Frierson says they'll have discussions to determine where it should be set. Two bills are on the table already, one that would raise it to $12 an hour and the other to $15. Covering the 2017 legislature live in the studio, Paul Nelson, Channel 2 News.